Welcome back, everyone, to Hearts of Iron 2 Darkest Hour, a Hearts of Iron game. The Nazis. Yes, it's the fucking Nazis. And guess what? The Nazis are about to Nazi really hard with the Danziger War decision. Sorry, by the way, I'm guessing you're gonna be hearing a gigantic amount of cicada noises. Cicada 3301 Memento or something. I don't know. Basically, I'm recording this in the summer, and yeah. In the summer, Italy, especially my part, is just fucking overwhelmed with these incel-ass insects, or whatever they are. Yeah, Danziger War. I'm pretty sure Danziger War causes war like 99% of the time. And there's a speech.
The applause greets the Fuhrer who has just arrived in the Call Opera House to address the Reichstag, which has been called an extraordinary session. We are expecting that Prime Minister Göring, in a very few moments, will open formally the session in the Reichstag.
Damn. What is he talking about?
Danzig was and is a German city.
Oh, I am an idiot. Waldenburg actually is not connected to Katowice. Even though it kind of looks like, oh, there's a...
Regions have only
Okay.
Germany to thank for their cultural development.
Auf dem Weg zollpolitischer Maßnahmen Danzig wirtschaftlich zu vernichten. Das dann Deutschland nicht mehr länger untätig zusehen könnte.
I told the Polish ambassador 3 weeks ago that if the situation continued as it was, if Danzig were persecuted and it were attempted by Poland to ruin Danzig economically, the situation could not be tolerated.
Interesting. I'm just hearing the Nazi speech.
We interrupt this broadcast about our Hitler's speech just momentarily to report a dispatch from Paris that says that Polan of France has now called the French Council of Ministers for an emergency meeting, which is to take place just 10 minutes from now at 5:30 a.m. Eastern Daylight Time.
Okay. Okay, Hitler.
Mit Polen in der gleichen Sprache zu reden, mit der Polen.
Damn, Hitler. Calm down. Stop being Hitler.
Resolved to speak to Poland in the same language in which Poland has addressed us for such a long time.
Okay. Sure. Yeah, you can, Alright. No, it's not stopped. It's not stopped. No, not ground attack. I need air superiority. Need air superiority, goddammit. Okay. We are ready for the glorious invasion.
By Chancellor Hitler to announce that in London, Parliament has been summoned to meet at 6 p.m. in London, which is 1 p.m. Eastern
Okay.
Daylight Time today.
How about I go to below normal speed and see how this plays out? There we go. So all the combats have begun. I'm actually being attacked in Allenstein by 14 Polish divisions. We can now align Bulgaria and Romania. Okay. Event German diplomatic offensive has occurred. Really? Or at least 9 divisions in Debrecen and Dikachaba. Okay, so I just need to put troops on the Hungarian border. Okay. To align Bulgaria, I must have 50 relations with Bulgaria. So, time to influence them.
From now on, bomb will be met by bomb.
Okay, so basically what my strategy is for Poland, first of all, I'll want to try to see if I can do this in a couple of weeks, and then turn around and sort of be ready to troll the Western allies. Basically, looking at the terrain map mode, we can see that Poland has a gigantic amount of plains in its center, while the south is mostly mountains and hills. This is basically because Poland is along the North European plain, and its only real natural barriers longitudinally right? Yeah, longitude, right? Not latitude. I'm fairly certain we're talking about longitude here. Basically, from north to south, the only defensive barriers are rivers, and we can avoid those with pretty clever little tricks like attacking from Gleiwitz to Czechostova, which ignores this little river, and then moving on to Łódź, and then hopefully by this point the Polish army is going to be completely out of organization. So I'm going to be using my main panzer forces, which right now it's 4 tank divisions. I have 3 light tank divisions under Hoth, and 1 light tank division under Hauser that are going to be attacking here where there's no defensive bonuses for the Polish. I'm going to push in, and then I'm going to try to get myself some Warsaw. Now, there are 4 victory points that we need to acquire with Poland. There's Lvov, which is the farthest one. And that's going to be the most difficult one to actually take, along with Krakow, because Krakow is behind the city terrain in Katowice, and it's a mountain. For some reason, it's not urban terrain, even though whatever. And Poznan is right at the border, so this should be rather easy. So, wait, where's my battles? There we go. The active combats. Let's check out how they're going. They're all relatively going well. Of course, I can use my superior air force to pound the enemy forces. And perhaps I should also lower this sound effects volume. There we go. Actually, that's a little bit too low. Okay, this is good. Now, if we're looking at the entire, if we're looking at the entire order of battle, you can see that basically my plan is hold on the flanks and push on the center. We'll see how this works. Actually, Torun is not looking that good. That's kind of weird. I was expecting this battle to go well. Oh, of course. Of course, the United Kingdom is going to be bringing in its allies into the war. That's not something that I was not expecting. All right. But yeah, basically the main Schwerpunkt, as the Nazis would say, or as the Germans, is Czechostova. If we break through here, our tanks will be able to move into the rear rather easily. You can see that the Polish have a bunch of divisions in Warsaw. I'm guessing that they get some event to spawn a bunch of troops, because that's how this game works often. Okay, this tactical bomber group doesn't appear to be doing anything, so I'm gonna send it over to help support the breakthrough. Now, we've been fighting for a day. We still haven't broken through, but we're near there. Now, it's worth noticing that actually a lot of my divisions haven't been upgraded to... Oh, there we go. We have our breakthrough. We do have our breakthrough, and now we can fan out and invade. Okay, also, at this point, my tactical close air support can... actually, I'm gonna rest them, and I'm gonna let them regain their organization, which is going to take 3 days. Oh, another Sturzkampfgeschwader. Of course. Well, what a great time to deploy them. Alright. So we have pushed through. Katowice is an urban combat, so this is going to be slow, to say the least. Oh, okay. That's my tactical bombers. We've also broken through in Poznan. That's good because that protects my flanks, and it allows these infantry divisions, I guess after they've rested, to attack Sosnowiec. All these Polish names, gotta love them. Where is that tactical bomber? This guy's doing that. These guys need to switch over to ground support in Torun, because we're struggling to push through there. Okay, most of my army has indeed arrived. They're going to be pushing in. Oh, France is actually air raiding me on the border. I do have 9 divisions per province that is facing France, and I don't think they're going to be at all attacked. Of course, we can't attack them back because they've got the Maginot Line with level 10 forts. That's not something that has changed much. And here we go. We have my army HQ. I can actually progress along like this. Good. Now, this army has rested, and they can now attack into Sosnowiec, and that should be 3 against 1, rather easy. And we've got a nice breakthrough here. Actually, at this point, I could hold this 6th Division Corps, and once my tanks actually push through, I can strategically redeploy them for a faster advance. Oh, Warsaw is empty. That's great. So yeah, now I can start to strategically redeploy. It's going to take a few days, but I would be much, it would be much longer to actually redeploy those forces the old-fashioned way, sort of. Now, I have not actually broken through Katowice to Krakow, but now I have my my mountaineers, my Austrian mountaineers from the Steiermark. They can now attack, and that should make it quite a bit easier to actually push through. And my panzers are advancing on Warsaw. It's going to take them a few more hours, and I think I can increase the game speed to fast, because it appears that the Polish have been mostly defeated. Now, they have pushed me back from Allenstein, but Allenstein is not a victory point, so they can take this forest all they want. Now, it's kind of sad because there is 1 industrial capacity there, so they're going to slightly affect my economy by doing this. And speaking of slightly affecting my economy, we're having some issues with the... We're having some issues with the British. So I'm going to increase my reinforcements tab to reinforce my fighters. We're having some issues with the British and the Frenchies just air attacking me. So I will redeploy my air superiority forces to the west and just kind of try to avoid that problem. German diplomatic offensive. What do we need to do that? What do we need? Germany is allied with Italy, or Paris is controlled by... Ooh, Germany is allied with Italy? Really now? That's not possible yet, but there is going to be some kind of way to do that down the line for an event or something. I remember. Okay, so my Panthers have reached Warsaw. Now the I suppose the question here is, do we just charge towards Lvov, which is going to take 5 days? I think we do that, because Krakow is going to fall with my infantry attacks. Haha, it's Rommel's book. It's a reference. And actually, I can just strategically redeploy my forces. The other option, I guess, would be to try to push towards the north and try to trap the majority of the Polish army in a pocket in the corridor, but that does not appear to be the most important task right now. I think if we just charge towards the victory points and we get the victory points and we annex the Polish without even having to... Oh, yeah, speaking of that, the Soviets have decided to declare war on the Polish. Yeah, oh, and I've actually cut off my armor. Really now? That is not something that I was expecting with their cavalry. There we go. We appear to have actually destroyed some Polish forces, which is obviously quite great. Okay, we're going to keep them tied down in Gdynia, up here, while this corps arrives in Torun. And we're going to redirect our aircraft to support the ongoing offensives and also the defense of Torun, which is basically the defense of the pocket that's been created up here, and in general the defense of East Prussia. Now my tanks currently are obviously cut off, so they're not getting any supplies. They're out of fuel. Well, I mean, yeah, that's they're not currently receiving fuel. Unfortunately, this game does not function like Hearts of Iron 4 and Hearts of Iron 3, where units just basically have a certain stockpile with them of supplies. Once you are cut off from supplies, you are instantly going to be out of supplies. And there we go. Now that the supplies are back, once I wait, they're going to be back in supply. Now, they're going to take 4 days. Oh. They're going to take 4 days to reach Lvov. Oh, shit. Yeah, some of my forces that were redeploying to Warsaw actually haven't been able to do that because of the... Right. It's because of the fact that the enemies cut off the route. So I'm going to try to redeploy. That's one of the problems with strategic redeploy in Hearts of Iron 2, is that it is very, very unwieldy. Really? Why are you going to take so many days to march to Wrocławec? Alright, let's hope that they do not cut me off again. I am using my Panzer as a sort of fast defense unit, which is one of the best uses for them in this game, actually. Can I attack? Nope, I cannot. It's kind of unfortunate. Oh. Okay. Hello there, Canada. Your fucking tactical bombers bombing my infantry. That's not... Where are these guys coming from? What the fuck? What? What is that? Are they coming from, like, northern England all the way to... Okay. Okay, so they are actually taking Torun. That's unfortunate. It is not, like, the worst thing ever, but I would have rather that this didn't happen, so I don't know. Kind of unfortunate. Kind of unfortunate indeed. But August 12th, August the 13th, we should, unless the enemies can get in Warsaw in the next, like, 10 hours or something. Nope, they can't. We should have all of their VPs by August the 13th, 1939, and that's going to be the end of the Polish. Of course, they're attacking me in Warsaw, but that's a panzer division in a city. So the urban defense bonus of the panzer division is not as strong as that of an infantry division, if I recall correctly. Actually, where do I see this? I was fairly certain that you do this by going in like this. Oh no, it's here. Okay. So a panzer division defends a city tile 4% more efficiently than normal, while an infantry division, at least a 1921 one, defends an urban tile 8% more efficiently. But it is still much better than being on the offensive, because on the offensive, infantry... this is actually with artillery, so perhaps... no, okay, this does not change... This does not change urban attack at all. The infantry attacks urban terrain at 3/4 of the regular efficiency. Okay. Time to redirect my aircraft. God damn it, I love this soundtrack so much. I hope you can actually hear it, but I'm fairly certain... I'm fairly certain the volume is okay. I checked it before. There we go. We've wiped out, actually. Well, not entirely. They're running away towards Krakow. We've mostly eliminated the units in Katowice. And just in case I'm redeploying. Just in case I'm redeploying. But with these other divisions, I'm going to be continuing the offensive into Krakow, and especially this division. Especially this division is going to be necessarily sent there. Now, I could have been using a feature called the offensive, which increases the supply efficiency of units, but this costs supplies and fuel, and I don't think I need it. And I believe it also increases the speed of divisions, but I'm not 100% on that. Anyway, my panzers are almost in Lvov, and my infantry has actually reached Krakow. Therefore, once we take Lvov, magically, we can annex the Polish. And there they go. Now, this should trigger... we can actually do Unternehmen Barbarossa if we control Paris. But this should trigger also the event for... whatchamacallit. You know what I'm talking about. The Molotov-Ribbentrop Pact transfers. I'm going to put these militia in Bremen. And now it's time to redeploy for Fall Gelb. Now... don't ask me exactly how easy this is going to be. I haven't actually planned for Fall Gelb. But, hey. We'll see. Now, Fall Gelb is, of course, the invasion of France. If we go ahead and take a look at the event that we can just Huh, haven't actually enacted the general mobilizations. Okay. Falgelb over here declares war. The decision declares war on Netherlands, Belgium, Luxembourg. So it's basically we're already at war with France. It would be just, let's do the thing. Let's do the Sickelschnitt, I believe it's. This was actually a bad idea to strategically redeploy all these guys. It would have been better to just strategically redeploy them over here. Anyway, since we've finished the Polish campaign in less than 2 weeks, damn, look at how epic we are. It might be possible to do the invasion of France in 1939. Now, I'm going to do a historical invasion of France. Look at how epic I am, you know? Nope. Not exactly what I intended for you to do. Okay. Oh, hello, that's Schörner. I didn't realize. Why is Schörner commanding a single infantry division? Nobody knows. That's probably because of my deployment scheduling being weird. What is actually being deployed? We're going to get in December 3 motorized divisions. In November 3 panzer divisions. Would it be a good idea to postpone the invasion until we get these mobile forces? I don't know. I guess we're going to try to attack. Because, like in real life, doing the offensive in one single fell swoop was pretty much necessary for, strategic surprise reasons. But, this is Hearts of Iron 4. It is not entirely necessary for the AI to be surprised, I guess. Yeah, we'll see. And I suppose... God damn it, Australia. Australia's just air raiding me like a motherfucker. Okay, I do have a pretty mighty air force at this point. I'm going to rebase my close air supports. Really? I do have fighters patrolling, but they're not really being effective. Anyway, I'm going to keep, I'm going to keep these tactical bombers here. I'm going to keep the close air supports in Frankfurt, because that's the closest to the action. If we take a look at the range for the ground support, the range reaches all the way to Paris and to most of northern France, so that's actually fine. And I'm gonna bring over these tactical bombers to Kassel. Now I do have transports, but I don't have. Ooh, right. I don't have paratroopers yet, unfortunately. So I cannot do the like Eben and Mail assault or whatever. I can't be 100% fascist LARP. Okay, so I'm gonna set the game speed to extremely fast. Oh, Molotov-Ribbentrop Pact. Of course I'm going to honor it because I don't want any random trouble with the Soviet Union right away. And I'm gonna wait for my divisions to pop up. In Eastern Poland. Oh. And yeah, anyway, I'm going to be... Hey, hold on. That's actually something that I need to do. I need to prioritize my aircraft. My air forces are very important, as Nazi Germany. So I need to make sure that the reinforcement budget is being spent primarily on them. So that they do not get easily exhausted, sort of. Where's my other Luftflotte 2? And if I use this prioritize feature, the upgrades and the reinforcements are going to be sent first to these units. So that's obviously quite great. And yeah, I'm going to be skipping ahead. Or, well, that depends on how long it took to actually kill the Polish. Maybe I just end the episode. If I don't end the episode... Wait, why are you out of port? Nobody knows. Okay, there we go. If I don't end the episode right away, that means that... yeah, that means that I'm gonna be skipping ahead to the invasion of France already. But I think that I'm gonna be ending it right now. So, yeah, see you then.